Welcome back to the CHEO Telethon. It's Sunday, and if you're going to tell stories about kids, you might as well have fun in the wonky mirror. Hello, everyone. I'm Michael O'Byrne from CTV Ottawa, along with my co-host, Aman. Where did she go? There she is. She's acting like a kid, too. Aman Sidhu. Hey, we had a lot of fun yesterday. We met a lot of interesting people, saw a lot of different parts of the hospital. But let's remind people why you are part of this telethon. What's your story?
Well, last year I was a patient here for Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a type of cancer, and now I'm in remission.
You look absolutely fabulous. You feel fabulous?
I feel amazing, and I'm ready for today.
All right. We have a lot of ground to cover today. First up, we're going to meet some very special people here at CHEO who are?
Volunteers.
All right. Telethon Sunday continues right now. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do.
Let's go.
And good afternoon, everybody. It's Chris Love here. We're outside, inside the lobby. We're punching with purpose today. And this is really amazing because every single team member here is going to punch 2,000 punches every single hour, raising money for CHEO, which is absolutely terrific. 6th year in a row so far to date, over $120,000. We'll check back in a little bit later, but right now, let's go back inside.
Hi there, it is Sandra Plagakis from KISS 105.3. Please don't tell me you use Chris Love as a punching bag. I did tell them they would do that. I'm here at the Extra Life Gaming Expo, and I got to tell you, these guys have been at it for exactly 17 hours now. You can watch their progress going on right now at cheotelethon.com and make a donation.
Where the action happens here at the phone bank. I'm Jeff Hopper from Ottawa's New Country 94, and welcome to the CHEO Telethon Sunday edition. So the number to call, what we need you to do, 613-738-1450, 1-888-738-1450.
This is the 2018 CHEO Telethon on CTV.
Welcome back to the CHEO Telethon, the 35th annual CHEO Telethon. I'm Patricia Bowl, thrilled to be here today. We got this going last night, a couple of hours last evening, already raising well over $2 million. Just incredible. And we are going to keep those phones ringing through the day today. I know it's a beautiful day. It's gorgeous sunshine out there, but we're all here. The volunteers are here. The people that work at CHEO every day have taken time to come in here along with some great families. So if you've taken a moment to turn on that television, please do pick up the phone and call 613-738-1450. We have some great guests here at the desk for this next hour. Anne Hewitt is the Vice President, Child Development and Community Services. Hello. You work with so many great kids at CHEO. We're going to have a lot of time over the hour to talk about some of your stories, and you brought in some toys that you're going to show us a little later too, which is great. And Kira Danson and her daughter Maeve are here as well, 2-year-old Maeve. So we have a whole team of hair and makeup people backstage. But when you get in line behind a 2-year-old that looks like Kira, you just think, what's the point, right? She's got us all beat. Looks gorgeous with the blue dress and the blue bow. We're going to hear a little of Kira's story, or Maeve's story, but just quickly, Kira, tell us what her condition was. This was something that was discovered in the womb, right?
It was. At our 20-week ultrasound, where you go in and you check to see if everything is, as it should be, we got news that there was something that wasn't quite right. I can tell you that time was really, really worrisome and scary for our family. And we sat down with the doctors and we tried to understand what it meant, and we tried to understand what her life was going to be like. But because her condition is called arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, because it's an umbrella term, it's actually very hard to know what to expect. And so what the doctors did is they kind of gave us a range, which I asked for to understand. And they said, best case scenario, she'll have a severe physical difference, and worst case scenario, she won't live.
Okay.
And so, this was a really, really difficult time.
Okay, so we're going to hear much more about what Maeve has gone through. It's been quite a process, and it is not over yet by any means.
No,
we
not.
welcome you to your first CHEO Telethon. We're so happy you can be here with us, and more on that through our hour coming up.
This portion of the CHEO Telethon is brought to you in part by Bell Canada. Thank you to the following for making the CHEO Telethon possible.
And this is where all the fun happens, where we see a lot of funds raised and we get to see these great check presentations. So happy to have students from Glebe Collegiate here with me. This is Alex, Hannah, and Gabriella. And you guys actually 4 years ago asked for special permission from CHEO on being able to go door to door to ask, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was right. About 6-7 years ago, we asked CHEO if we could be the only high school in Ottawa to raise money for them.
Okay, and what's it like? What's the reception when you get to the door? People are in the Glebe. How are people in the Glebe? Are they nice or what?
They're super nice. We have a great community that's supporting us in this effort.
And Gabriella, you're pretty proud of this number, I think, right?
I am incredibly proud of this number.
All right, shall we have a look at this check from Glebe Collegiate, just from going door to door and saying, hey, what can you spare? Can you help us out with CHEO? Let's have a look at the Glebe Collegiate door-to-door drive here. Look at that number, $24,070. Is this a number that you thought you guys could achieve?
I never had any doubts. I think we have such a strong team at Glebe, and I never, like I said, I never any doubts. It was a great team.
I'll tell you what, after talking to you three, I have no doubts about our future. It's in good hands. Let's check in with Patricia.
All right, thank you so much, Jeff. Good stuff there. And we have Ann Huot here, who is the Vice President, Child Development and Community Services. And we love it that you're at the desk here with some toys. Of course, you work with great preschoolers and slightly older kids all the time. Toys are important for any child. Can be particularly important for the children at CHEO because they're not just toys, they're actually rehab tools.
That's right. Yeah, so I brought a couple of props with me, and I know that my partner over there, Maeve's going to help me out. Right, Maeve? Maeve, are you going to help me out? Good stuff. So what we've got is a couple of toys that to all of us look just a little bit like the regular toy, but they've been adapted by the Toy Lending Library so that it has a switch attached to it, and Kira can pick that up so that we can see it. And it's something that would really be easy for Maeve, who might have some difficulty moving to a small object. So let's see if Maeve can make this work.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, look at that, Maeve. Look what happened. Good job.
Good job. Got it on the first try.
Good job. And we might see that as very fundamental, but what's really special about this is that a toy like this and early learning like Maeve is doing will lead to skills that she'll need later in life. Like, for instance, she might be able to, if she needs to, use a power chair. She might be able to learn how to use a device like that, modified to be moving forward, backwards, left, and right.
I got a chance to go into CHEO and see some of the toys they use in the different departments there. It's so great. It's so incredible. And Maeve is taking part in the preschool at CHEO. She'll move on to the regular school, and the kids there are just the best of the best. It's incredible. So again, we're going to hear a little bit more about Maeve and some of the challenges that she's had to deal with and how beneficial the school has been for her. But right now we are going to see if we have some ringing phones in behind us. Chris and Sandra working the phones. Over to Chris right now.
Yeah, this is a terrific day. However, I don't hear a lot of phones ringing right now. What's your name, sir?
John Fraser.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What brings you here? Why do you do this year after year?
Well, because our kids were all served by CHEO, now our grandkids are. And CHEO is really the expression of what all of us want for all of our children, whether we're a parent or grandparent, an uncle, a friend, an aunt. So it's important. It's important that people call, important people that support CHEO. It's really quite an incredible place in Eastern Ontario.
Well, we appreciate you volunteering. We don't hear this phone ringing, though. We have an issue. We have a problem. We need to fix this problem. Number to dial, 613-738-1450. Out of town, 1-888-738-1450. Really easy. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name's Guido Guzzo.
I'm sorry.
And with Freeman Audiovisual.
Yeah, and why do you do this every year?
It's a great cause. Freeman supports a lot of causes, and this one is one that's dear and close to our hearts. So we're happy to be here every year.
Well, appreciate your time. Appreciate it all. Over to Sandra now.
I got to tell you, things are pretty quiet at my end of the phone bank right now. Let's get those phones ringing, 613-738-1450. We've got a lot of people just waiting for the phone to ring, including Charlie over here. Charlie, can you just put your left arm out and show everybody that tattoo? Look at this. This is a CHEO tattoo. And Charlie's been coming here for many, many years. Tell us why you come.
Long time ago, I came in off a motorcycle ride, and my parents were watching the telethon, so I kind of checked it out. And there was this little girl, I think she was about 6 years old, and she passed away. And it just tore my heart, and it still does. Anyway, I've been doing it ever since.
How many years has it been now, Charlie?
Geez, I'm not sure. 5, 6, 7. Doesn't matter. I'll do it till the day I die.
We want to thank you for coming in today and coming in year after year and supporting this great hospital. The number to call is 613-738-1450.
All set with Wheeler's Pancake House with a great donation. I want to talk to Tracy, and this is Joel and Isla and Caleb, and everybody's all set here. Kind of a family affair, right?
Yes. So Wheeler's Pancake House is a family business, and we host Wheeler's 6th annual fundraiser for CHEO this last weekend.
Oh, amazing. And this is kind of an all-you-can-eat pancakes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's a great time with lots of food, live entertainment, and an auction. And then Isla here presented her story about her experience at CHEO this past year.
Okay, and hi, Isla.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, you are the cutest. All right, and what is Isla's story? What is? Are you able to tell us your story?
Yeah.
So why did you go to CHEO, honey?
'Cause we were playing. I was getting off the trampoline and Kayla pushed me off.
And what happened?
I woke Mom in 2 places.
Yeah.
And CHEO took good care of you. And for that, we have a great check presentation after a great fundraiser. I'll give you a hand here because this is going to be tough. And that ends up being $12,200. An amazing total. Thank you. Over to Patricia.
Excellent. Good stuff. Jeff was trying to decide whether to do a little talk about trampoline safety there. Just let that go. CHEO sees anything and everything, of course, and just wonderful that they are there for the families in our community. We're here with Kira and her daughter, 2-year-old Maeve, and I'm going to have to get you to say the name of her condition again because it's a tough one.
It's definitely a mouthful. It's called arthrogryposis multiplex congenita.
Okay, so what it means is fixed joints, right? That was discovered in the womb. So basically her arms were straight, her legs would have been straight in the womb.
Yes, so she's affected in every joint of her arms and every joint of her legs. So hips to toes and shoulders to fingertips. So every joint is stuck in one way or another and makes mobility very, very difficult. So you can imagine trying to eat with your arms stuck out straight like this and not being able to bend them.
And you can see that situation has improved a lot. It hasn't been easy
has.
though. A lot of casting, a lot of different
And surgery
procedures.
for her arms as well. So it's, it's a process that will take us, all through her development, through her childhood. And we're essentially trying to fight the process of growth, and you can see she's got quite the personality.
Yeah. What did you say you had on your cheek, Maeve? What were you telling me you had on your cheek? What's that? You have heart. Yeah, it's beautiful. And so she does the preschool at CHEO, and one of the great benefits of the school is that it's not just school, right, Anne? There's also therapy built in during the day.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, the advantage of the preschool is that it really provides an environment for early childhood learning as well as the therapist. So in Maeve's case, she would be having a physical therapist see her, help her look at the way that she's moving around the classroom environment. She would have an occupational therapist looking at the way that she's using her hands and bringing either food or a pencil into her hand. And she would have a speech-language therapist that's going to be helping her continue to develop her vocabulary. So that kind of enriched environment really provides her with the skills that she needs, and we know that early intervention is the key to success with children with disabilities.
Right. Get in early, get them that help, and take some of the load off the shoulders of the parents. And we're going to talk more about just the kind of load Kira has, because you don't just have one child that's getting help at CHEO. We're going to talk more about that in just a moment, but first we're heading back to CHEO right now, where Michael and Amon are collecting some cash. Michael.
Welcome back to CHEO, everyone. Different groups in our city find different ways to raise money for the Children's Hospital. Runway for Hope is one of those ways. These are the organizers of a fashion show. We're going to introduce all of them to you. In fact, we're going to let them introduce themselves.
I'm Abel Maxwell.
Mary Ellen Moore.
I'm John Betancourt.
I'm Andre Rodriguez.
I'm Gunjan Kak.
All right, now you guys do a fashion show to raise money for CHEO. Tell us about this fashion show. Where do you hold it? How many models do you have? What kind of clothes are you modeling?
Well, this year was the 10th edition. It's going to be, we have fashion designers and models. We're promoting artistic talent, but at the same time raising money for this great cause. And, we love children, we love people, and so this is coming from our heart and at the same time just doing what we love to do.
Oh, that's fantastic. Aman?
Yeah, so what made you want to start this Runway for Hope and choose CHEO to donate the money that you guys raise?
I guess that'd be you.
So I started Runway for Hope in 2012. My first friends in Canada, they were related to fashion and modeling. We started the fashion group. We promote the local fashion talents. And we chose CHEO because CHEO is a charity organization that is big in Ottawa and touches many families' hearts.
So how vibrant is the fashion community in Ottawa? Like when you think of fashion and you think of runways, you might think of Milan, you might think of maybe Toronto, but Ottawa?
Yeah, there's a lot of talent in the city, and this is a great opportunity to promote them and to bring them in the forefront so that people could see that there's a lot of talent as well in the region. And, this partnership that we have with CHEO is enabling us to do that. So you'll be surprised. Come to the next edition in September. I'm promoting at the same time.
That's okay.
And then you'll see the real, the real talent of those fashion designers that we don't get to see a lot. But in Ottawa, it's great. Just come out. Just come out.
You're one of the models. I have to ask you, do you ever worry when you're modeling that you're going to be walking in those, really, really high heels and then suddenly it's going to go, oh, and you're going to fall over? You see that on YouTube all the time.
So the trick in my mind is to not think about that, especially before you're going out there, and just enjoy and remember that it's all about helping an amazing cause.
All right, we don't have a drum roll, but we do have a check. So let's turn over that check and see how much Runway for Hope raised for CHEO. $7,901. Man, that is money that is going to be put to very good use.
And from a very good opportunity, from a very good organization. So thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We'll be back at the Children's Hospital.
See ya.
We love those totals. Let's keep them coming. In fact, here at the wall with me now is Clint Crabtree, part of the Amalgamated Transit Union. You guys do a golf tournament every single year. How long has that been going on?
We've had the golf tournament for approximately 18 years. A one-day golf tournament. It's pretty remarkable every year. A lot of preparation goes into it, but it's for a good cause.
And we know that members of the ATU are a very family-oriented union, so those drivers you see out there and everybody who's working so hard always have family in mind, which I love. And when you get on the bus, I want you to make sure you think of this moment, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody has children, family, and that's why we do it for CHEO.
All right. Are we ready? Are you ready to flip this check? Yes, you are. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's flip the check over and see what that one-day golf tournament has got us. $13,500. What an incredible total. Let's head back to Patricia.
All right. We love those big numbers. Keep them coming. Moms are so good at multitasking. So Maeve is here to do her interview with us. She's also got some craft materials out in front of her. A little bit of coloring and some stickers that you're throwing on there. The title on this coloring book is Dream Big. It's what all families at CHEO are doing. They have the same dreams for their kids as everyone does. How are the fine motor skills, this type of thing for Maeve? Is this coming along nicely?
It's coming, yeah. I mean, fine motor skills have been something that we've worked a lot with our occupational therapists. Her wrists were flexed and pretty much touching her forearm when she was born. So we've had to do a lot of work to get them up into a functional position. And that was kind of our first task. And then now she's doing really well at using her fingers, and she's very deliberate when she's using those fine motor skills.
Awesome. She's making
Oh,
something
I'm
beautiful
sorry.
happen. Now, we talk about multitasking. You have to keep getting the backings off the stickers, but
just started.
You're very familiar with multitasking at home, too. A mom of 3, and your older son, Grant, 5 years old, he has also had to spend some time at CHEO because of kidney issues, right?
Yes, absolutely. So again, we found out when he was pretty young. It's a congenital condition called viscoureteral reflux. He also has hydronephrosis, and we found out that he had a blockage in his ureter. So he had to have surgery at 11 months to take the blockage out, and he was admitted for about a week for, you know.
So many parents who seem to have concern with one child, and then it's on another level as well. And it's hard to know how you people cope as well as you do, but you are incredible, and you're certainly inspirations that you can deal with all that. CHEO, of course, is there to help, and we mentioned the toys earlier.
Yes, we did.
Equipment, which is where a lot of the funds that are coming in today go to that equipment, the toys that people can actually check out of the toy library, right?
That's right. So, children learn through play, and so toys are an important part of the equipment that's required at the in the physical therapies and the rehab therapies. So that Maeve really will continue to get stimulated and grow through all of the milestones that we want her to achieve, and to support her families and not having to go out and adapt these toys on their own. We have some of our services at CHEO that will help support the development of specialized tools like the ones we're showing today.
Love that. Adaptive toys and technology. I actually had a chance to check out that area, met some incredible people that work there. Of course, children with physical or developmental disabilities benefit greatly from toys, as we're saying, adapted for use in therapy and play. And by having a tailored approach for each child, these resources foster greater independence and enjoyment of life.
Robbie, where'd you smile?
2-year-old Robbie, usually full of smiles.
Good boy, did you do that?
Today, focused on the serious business of play.
He's super sweet. He's very curious. He's interested in all kinds of cause and effect, loves to make things happen, loves to make a big noise.
CHEO takes play seriously, too.
If you can have access to the toys you're motivated to use, then that's a huge thing. That's a huge motivator to work on your therapy goals.
When he has a new toy that he's excited about that he just can't wait to get his hands on, I can make him bear weight for 15 minutes because he's so interested in the toy that he forgets that he's bearing weight.
A key step in eventually learning to walk.
But we also want him to do things like turning and twisting, pulling levers.
Down the hall,
using a Google Home,
17-year-old Nick is well beyond toys.
Yeah, I really like technology.
But cause and effect is right up his alley.
Because I can open doors, so I have a door opener that unlocks and locks it, and it helps me with lights because I can't reach light switches.
Adaptive technology, a burgeoning field here at CHEO. Nick taking full advantage.
I had to turn on my chair and hit a mode button, and then it goes on to Bluetooth mode.
He likes to be very involved in everything he uses, so you feed off that too, and you get excited about the small things that you may take for granted, but for other people are huge.
Like the ability to move freely, one of the best things in these hallways.
Cool little motorized cars. So Eduardo will adapt it so it can be used with a switch.
Eduardo calls himself a tinkerer.
Proximity detection.
Between the workshop and the toys, some might say Santa Claus.
More like the elf. I take the orders from Santa, and then we make things happen. We fix the toys.
Eduardo would say one of the best jobs at CHEO.
That once you see your child being able to do something on their own and not really relying on you all the time, I think that on itself is liberating.
When he is standing longer, when he is sitting longer, all of these things that we've worked so hard for, I tear up when we...
Here we go, our first miracle match of the afternoon, and we have Lori and Jennifer from WestJet. WestJet, I think when you fly, you feel the difference that there's kind of more of there's an ownership of the people who are working with the company, and people really take responsibility, and that goes to paying it forward as well, Lori.
Yeah, absolutely. WestJet likes to give back to our communities that we live and work in by providing gift of flight vouchers for approved applicants. Each voucher is worth 2 round-trip tickets anywhere WestJet flies.
Wow, that is amazing. And Jennifer, this is all part of being part of a great company, right?
Exactly. And within that community investments program, we have a special allotment set aside for children's hospitals and pediatric wards across Canada. And that is CHEO here in Ottawa.
Perfect. Yeah, well, no kidding. And we really appreciate it. Are you guys ready to flip this over? Let's see on our miracle match what we're going to get to. A $5,000, and thank you so much. Our miracle match begins right now. You dial, we double it because of WestJet. Thank you. 613-738-1450 out of the region. 1-888-738-1450. Chris is on the phones. All right. Well, listen, this phone's not ringing. This phone's not ringing. This phone's not ringing. You want me to keep going? Because this one's not ringing. This one's not ringing. This one's not ringing. WestJet is going to match dollar for dollar. Oh, look at that. We got one. We got one. Congratulations right there. Up to $5,000. WestJet is going to match. It's a miracle match. Number to dial right now is 613-738-1450. Sandra.
Okay, I like to think of the miracle match as a sale, if you will. We all like a good sale, don't we? It's even better than a BOGO, if I had to really be descriptive about this. So let's get those phones ringing. They're going to match your money dollar for dollar. You can't get better than that. And I will say this. We do not have a lot of phones ringing here, so let's get those phones ringing right now for the miracle match going on right now. Chris.
We got one phone ringing, but we still have plenty that need a little bit of work. Come on, we got one person on the phone over here. I think I see somebody over there. We got 1 minute, 48 seconds left. Jeff.
Chris, our phones are busy. I don't know what's wrong with you guys in the back row, but please dial it because when you call, your number doubles, right? If you're giving $25, it becomes $50. Thank you, WestJet, for that. 613-738-1450, 1-888-738-1450. Just because they're busy doesn't mean we don't have rows and rows of people who need you to call. I just got some stories from people, and what's interesting is we hear these big stories about these long stays at CHEO, but you also hear other people saying, I went in for broken bones and they were like miracle workers. You know how it works. We've all had experience at CHEO. Please give back now. Let's head over to Sandra.
Okay, we have some serious action here in the phone bank. I don't know, that first row is hopping, the second row is hopping. We have some phones here that are still free, so make sure you call us right now at 613-738-1450. This is your chance to stretch your dollar even further right now and help this amazing hospital in our community. It's a great hospital. Let's take care of it right now with the miracle match, thanks to our great corporate citizens like WestJet. Over to you, Chris.
You should see the smiles and the excitement, the body language when one of these phones starts to ring. These people, they jump. They're excited. It does not matter. It could be $10. It'll automatically go $20. It's doubling every single donation up to $5,000. Thank you to WestJet. 613-738-1450. Look at that. We got 22 seconds left. We got room. Get her phone going. Let's do this. 17 seconds. Sandra, let's go.
We're almost there on here. We have almost every single phone ringing right now. We are getting very, very close to ending that miracle match. Pick up the phone right now at 613-738-1450. Let's do this right now. Here we go.
Thank you, WestJet, for that miracle match. And back here now with a fantastic community organization once again, Farm Boy. We all know and love it, fresh food, and also giving back, which I love. Carolyn and Rachel are here. Carolyn, on my sheet here it says in-store activities. Tell me what in-store activities have helped raise this incredible amount we're about to see.
So we do two annual fundraising campaigns a year. We have an annual coupon book for kids and a CHEO cookie, and through our customer support and our employees' enthusiasm, we raise money each year for CHEO.
Wow, and what does it say to you to be a part of this, Rachel, like part of something that is so, when we see this number, I mean, it is astonishing. Well, how does that feel?
It's fantastic to be able to give back and be in a position with a company that also has sees the value in giving back to our community. So we're just proud to be here and proud of this number and can't wait to share it.
No kidding, we're proud of this number. Okay, I've waited long enough. The suspense is incredible. From Farm Boy, let's see this check. Get ready for a big number, $79,986. Thank you so much, Farm Boy. Wow, numbers like that, Patricia, really make a difference.
Those numbers are so great. In that last piece that we saw just before, Jeff, we were talking about cause and effect, and there's the cause and effect of the community coming together and those donations pouring into CHEO. We have some cause and effect happening too. Can you make that horse move again, Maeve? You're pushing the button and making the horse move. Are you trying to scare me with that horse? Are you trying to scare me? So Maeve has been doing a little bit of everything up here. We were admiring as she had the crayons and she was coloring in the hearts and the stars, and pretty good for just any 2-year-old to be able to do what she's doing. But she's making some really incredible progress at the CHEO preschool.
Yeah, it's amazing, and you know, she works so hard at everything that she does that, you know, the effort that it takes to go into it, she has to be so precise. So.
She was at the Ottawa OCTC, Ottawa Children Treatment Centre, at 3 weeks old, right? And you were talking about how good a job the hospital does at making patient-centered care a priority. What do you mean by that?
So we were in the NICU after she was born, and they were trying to figure out where we were going to go as far as different types of care, her ortho, her therapy, and so essentially what we did is the physiotherapist came in and she said, okay, well, you know, this is very clearly a situation where we know exactly what's going on. We don't have to go through a process to determine what type of care she needs because she was born with it. It was so clear. So they got her in to see a physiotherapist at 3 weeks old. The occupational therapist started shortly after that. And we've been doing it ever since to make sure that early intervention could
Early
carry
intervention
her
so
along.
key.
Yes.
Maeve, what do you like at preschool? Yeah, do all those things. Do you have a good buddy? Is Hudson your buddy? Is that your friend? Yeah. And you like your teachers too?
Can you say hi, Hudson?
Where's
Hi.
Hudson?
Say hi, Hudson.
Hi, Hudson. And just quickly, before we move on, you like to get that feedback from the families, right? So that you can provide the best possible care.
We do. I think it's really important at CHEO that we really continue to have the family voice influencing what we do now and what we can do to improve things for the future. The families have really been at the root of all of the services that we provide. If we think about the beginning of CHEO as an organization, it was families who really came together as a community and said we really need a specialized program and service dedicated to kids, and that's what we've been able to accomplish. So we're very proud of that.
And that's what we're supporting here today, and we're also keeping Jeff Hopper very, very busy. Back to Jeff with another check presentation.
Thank you, Patricia. You know what? We're going to talk about social media a little bit here, to tell you the truth. Christopher Valley has tweeted at CHEO Hospital. And we want you to do this too, because we know that spreading the word through television has always been very powerful, but also increasingly social media as well. And if you can do that for us, not only donate, but also let people know, brag a little bit, because that helps the cause. Here's from Christopher Valley. Help children and youth at CHEO Hospital by placing a donation today. Hashtag donate. Then these hashtags are so important. Hashtag hero for CHEO and hashtag CHEO Telethon. Barbara Shantz as well. Be a hero for CHEO today and help kids who need it the most. This is my 9-year-old taking his first steps without a walker. This wouldn't have been possible without the years of therapy through clinics and the OCTC school at CHEO Hospital. So thank you so much for sharing those stories. That kind of thing really helps out when it comes to the CHEO Telethon, which has moved to several platforms now, and we thank you for being a part of it. Now, let's get those phones ringing. Sandra.
Okay, this is going to get weird. Every year around this time, there's firefighters and people in uniform around me, and then I get super weird, and then I have a really weird interview with someone. So let's have a really weird conversation right now with Gary on the phones at 738-1450. Gary, I'm sorry that I'm going to get weird around the Ottawa firefighters. Okay, tell everybody what you do.
Well, Gary, and we represent Team Morgan. Team Morgan's a group that of firefighters and friends of the Walls, working in support of CHEO in memory of Morgan Wall, who passed away from cancer.
Okay, so you recently took a donation, and someone has issued you a very interesting challenge. Tell everyone what that is.
So the Chesterfield Lions and District and Lions Club have called and pledged $2,730, and they'd like to challenge all the other Lions clubs out there to meet or match that amount.
So the challenge has been issued. So you heard what it is. Pick up the phone right now at 613-738-1450 and make a donation. Chris, over to you.
You know, I love challenges. They're always so exciting. But right now, it's a simple challenge. I challenge you simply to pick up the phone because these phones are not ringing where I'm at right now. Number to dial is 613-738-1450. Let me jump in the middle of you two right now. Your phones are not ringing. I don't know what's wrong. We need to get them ringing. What's your name?
Fatima.
And you?
Siba.
Okay, and how many years have you done this?
This is my 6th year, and this is my 4th.
And why do you keep doing this every single year?
She's my daughter, and she was at CHEO when she was 5 days old for a week, and I just can never repay them for the care they gave her, and they were amazing.
That's an amazing answer.
Thank you.
You have an amazing daughter. And so why are the phones not ringing? You don't look to be too busy. What's going on?
I have no idea, but I think everyone needs to pick up the phone and call now.
Ooh, give them the number right now. Will you do that, please?
613-738-1450.
All right, thank you.
All right, so here we are. Yes, we're going to talk about giving some more money. This is unbelievable. From Club Optimist, this is President Anne-Marie Philippe and Lise Demers. Thank you both for being here. Anne-Marie, can you tell us what various events Club Optimist has put on to raise money for CHEO?
Okay, the Club Optimist, we're a friend of the youth, so of course we're a friend of CHEO. So what we did during the year are 50-50 draws, brunches, golf tournaments, pop can recycling, the Orange Mustache and Hair Challenge, Easter egg hunts, club and individual donations, roadblocks, bingo bonanzas.
Okay. All right, that's enough. That's an incredible amount. That's amazing. And Lise, you're part of the 50-50 draws and making sure those run smoothly, right?
That's right. Every 3 months we have a meeting for the whole weekend, and I manage the 50-50 draw for all the different clubs.
That's more responsibility than I would ever want because there's so much math. Let's do some math now and see how much Club Optimist has raised this year with this incredible check presentation. $21,088. Thank you, Club Optimist. Let's head back to Patricia at the desk.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeff. We've been talking to Kira and Maeve here today. Soft Bunny is also here, having a little treat of candies that Maeve is dishing out. We're going to talk to Anne for just a minute. Anne Hewitt is the Vice President of Child Development and Community Services. You're also a proud grandmother.
I am.
2 grandchildren.
2 grandchildren.
Evelyn and Owen.
That's right.
And we have
Evelyn
a
and
picture
Owen.
here. I don't know if we can get in on the picture. But Owen was, he's been a CHEO patient. He was actually born deaf.
That's right. Yes, that's right. So with the wonderful newborn screening programs that are available now, Owen was identified before he was 2 months old as being profoundly deaf. And with the advances in modern science and technology, Owen was given the gift of hearing by in 1 year, when he was only 1 year old, by having cochlear implants, and that surgery was conducted at CHEO.
We've seen the videos of the moment when children first get the gift of hearing. You saw the video that your daughter and son watched. What was that like?
I did. Well, it was a pretty excited group in the room when Owen responded to sound for the first time and really moved towards the sound, and we could see that the implants were really working. And every year on that day, we celebrate with a party. So some children have birthday parties, but we have a 1 year or a 2 year, and soon this summer it'll be the 3rd year anniversary since he's been able to hear.
That's so awesome. Those are the moments that everyone loves at CHEO when they're able to make a profound difference in the life of a child. And now we are going back to Jeff.
Thanks, Patricia. The inspiration continues as I welcome Wayne French and Jordan Little, both here from a great series called Concert in the Park. Wayne, you work with Waste Management. Tell me how this whole thing came to be.
Came to be about 21 years ago, and we had the local councillor come to us and ask us if we wanted to get involved with the community with concerts and that. So we've been doing it for 21 years, and the community comes out and they support CHEO. It's a free concert. They donate money as they come in, and they enjoy the live concerts.
And Jordan, how long have you been a part of it?
I've been with the City of Ottawa for 3 years, and this is my second year helping out with the concerts in the park.
And what makes you, I always wonder, what drove you to just be a part of this?
Well, I went to the concerts as a child. I grew up in West Carleton, and I remember going, listening to the music, and just having a lot of fun with my parents and just the community as a whole.
Isn't that amazing, Wayne, that something like this can drive future generations into becoming involved?
Fantastic. It's a community effort, and it's a family grouping. It's great.
It's what really makes Ottawa such a special place. Let's see the number on this check, all from the Concert in the Park series, $4,419. Thank you, gentlemen, so much, and all those who are involved. Let's get over to Chris.
All right, here we are back at the banks here, 613-738-1450. Who are you, you cutie patootie? Her name is
Lexi.
Ooh, what a pretty name. I see behind me here, well, this is Mom? Yeah, well, behind you there's a bunch of toys and goodies. That's the behind-the-scenes look, isn't it? It's very cute. Mom, what's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa, and how long have you been volunteering?
This is my 4th time.
Well, thank you for what you do. We appreciate it. You have a very beautiful young lady, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's make these phones ring, everybody. 613-738-1450. Sandra.
Everyone here at the phone bank has a reason that they're here. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a special connection to this amazing hospital in our community, including Melanie. Melanie, tell everyone why you are here today volunteering.
Well, I'm actually a former CHEO patient. I am born with congenital hydrocephalus as well as Chiari malformation. My 2 conditions have made me cognitively impaired, and so without CHEO, I wouldn't be the person I've developed to come today. And while I'm here today, I have my friend Jennifer and I in a picture from high school. Jennifer and I were born with medical conditions very similar to one another, and she just passed away this past Thursday.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. Make the phone ring right now, 613-738-1450.
Make those phones ring, make a good donation.
Yes, please do that. I've got Logan Hussein here with me, and Logan, you've been fundraising. I just told you've been fundraising since you were born. How can that be true? Tell me why you fundraise for CHEO.
I fundraised for CHEO because when I was a baby, I spent 9 days in CHEO in the NICU, and this is my way of giving back and saying thank you.
That's amazing. You were in the neonatal intensive care unit, which is pretty serious stuff. But here you are standing with me on TV. This is crazy, and all because of CHEO. Tell me about your shirt. What does it mean?
Well, my shirt on the front, it says support, and on the back, it says Logan's CHEO Fundraiser.
Go ahead, turn around. I'll hold the check. Support Logan's CHEO fundraiser. All right. And how do you raise funds?
I raise funds because in lieu of gifts on my birthday, I asked my friends and family to give me money for CHEO.
Wow, I gotta say something. I would have a hard time doing that at your age, turning down toys and stuff. But I think it's totally amazing, and you know what? It's a gift that gives beyond belief. So, Logan, let's turn this over and see how much you get. Oh my goodness, all for that, $7,262. Logan, thank you so much. Let's get over to Patricia.
Great job, Logan and Jeff Hopper. We love your honesty. We expect more from you now than maybe we did a few decades ago, but good job. We love to see kids helping kids, and Maeve has been joining us through this hour. She has been spectacular up here at the desk. Preschool right now, and then there is a kindergarten program after. How good does it feel for you to know that she can stay within that program where people know her and know what her needs are, and she can get both the education and the therapy?
It's amazing. I mean, I couldn't imagine her going into a regular school setting where, you know, she's trying to learn how to do everything that every other child has already developed the skills to do. And so, you know, if she needs help writing, if she needs help walking, getting up, just kind of navigating the school setting, she'll get that support. She'll also still get the therapy. And so I know that by the time she goes into grade 1, she'll be able to be so much more self-sufficient than she would have been if she just started right in kindergarten. So, you know, we're essentially having 4 years of between the preschool and the school. We're having 4 years of support in the school system.
Peace of mind for the parents, right? And I know you'd love if it went on and on beyond that. It doesn't, unfortunately, but there are still recreational programs for older children after that grade 1 mark.
That's right, yes, and I know with the donations coming in today, we've really targeted some of the areas that are harder to support with government funding. But the recreation program, certainly giving a child like Maeve a chance to go to summer camp when she's 10 years old. I know that might be a scary thought for mom and dad at this point, but that day will come, and to really be able to learn how to do sports. There's future Paralympians around us, and there's people that are given a chance to learn how to ski or water ski, and if you see those children accomplish those goals, you really know how it can be a life lesson for a future success and their best life.
Absolutely, and we love to see those success stories. Now, the staff at CHEO do see a lot of very difficult cases, but when newborns are diagnosed with cancer, that is almost unthinkable. So the team does what it does best, forms a protective circle around the patient and the family. Lily Jewett's parents have experienced that support, and thanks to the CHEO Foundation, they also received funding for a very expensive new drug that is Lily's only hope.
Lily Jewett was only a few months old when her parents knew something just wasn't right. She was very sick.
Lily has a brain tumor. The pathology of her brain tumor is something called a pielomyxoid astrocytoma.
I'm still not feeling quite right. Well, wrong. I met her when she was just like a teeny tiny little babe, and she was 4 months, and I had to do a bunch of blood work, and it was super not fun, but she was so cute, always super happy.
It took weeks of testing to find the large tumor in Lily's brain. Doctors also discovered that it is not operable because a major blood vessel runs through the tumor. Surgery could cause brain damage, and she's too young for radiation. The first 2 chemotherapy drugs did not work. The third is not covered by healthcare plans, and it's thousands of dollars a month.
The pill form is exceedingly expensive, and right now actually our foundation is helping to pay for that because it's not covered on any insurance plans.
She's the first one at CHEO to take this medication, and it is brand new thanks to research that's happening, I think, all over the world. But the CHEO Foundation was also instrumental to making sure that we got this new drug for her.
Those funds are a direct result of the support the foundation receives. CHEO donors are literally saving Lily's life.
This hospital wouldn't be what it is without the community support. And whether it's giving a large donation or giving a few dollars at the local grocery store, it all matters.
And it matters tremendously for this family that is fighting night and day to save their baby.
The hospital understands that this is our home, this is where we live, and let kids be kids.
So this has become their world. Everything outside of CHEO almost ceases to exist, while everyone now focuses on saving Lily. Julie, like many parents of young cancer patients, has moved in and lives here full time. Jeff tries to work as best he can.
I don't want to look back at Lily's youngest years and only remember fear and sorrow and pain. And the staff here really help us live our life to the fullest.
Lily's tumor is now 7 centimeters long in the middle of her brain. However, the hope is that if the new drug works, it may shrink the tumor or stop any further growth, giving her a future.
And it's thanks to people who have donated to CHEO, people who have supported medical research, and it's giving our child a chance to have a full life.
Just one of the incredible reasons to support such a magical place like CHEO. It is time for a miracle match. Thank you to the Danby Foundation, Dan Greenberg, Barbara Crook. Thank you for stepping up and donating $10,000 for this miracle match. That means your numbers are doubled. Let's get those phones ringing right now, and we'll start things off with Chris.
Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, phones are not ringing every single dollar, and trust me, if you can only afford $10, imagine if everybody did that. That will be doubled. Number to dial, 613-738-1450. Is that a phone? We got a phone over here going. We got a whole whack more. Let's do this. Let's do it good. Let's do it big. Let's do it right now. Sandra.
Okay. We've got police officers, we've got firefighters as far as the eye can see, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like the phones are ringing. This is the time to make your donation at 613-738-1450. Your dollar will go a lot further. Your dollars will be matched, dollar for dollar. This is like the greatest sale. Like I always say, the Miracle Match is totally where it's at. So let's get these phones ringing right now. Let's get these police officers and firefighters working today. Over to you, Jeff.
Thank you, Sandra. Okay. We've got Zoe ready to take a phone call, and look at her. She's all prepared to take that phone call. We need you to dial the number 613-738-1450. It's doubled, right? Whatever you give, it's double the power of your dollar. And Zoe, it's so simple. Zoe's got it figured out. She knows what's going on. 1-888-738-1450 if you're from out of town. All these people waiting. We do have a couple of people on the phone, but we need you to make it happen now. Please dial that number, 613-738-1450. Thank you to the Danby Foundation. $10,000 is such a monster number. It's incredible. And this is where you can take advantage of it. Make sure you make the phone call and double your money now. Chris, it's just so important.
It is important. We got 1 minute and 23 seconds left. Time is starting to run out. We got 2 new volunteers, by the way. Welcome. Good to have you. Listen, we're friends, we're family, we're neighbors. Let's make sure this community is well equipped. We can do that with your donation, and we need it, and we need it right now. Dollar for dollar, it will be matched. Again, 613-738-1450. Sandra?
Did you know that 70,000 kids visited the CHEO ER last year? That's 70,000. That's an incredible number, and we're so lucky to have this hospital in our community. Let's take care of it right now. Your dollar will go further. They'll match it dollar for dollar. It's the greatest sale ever. 613-738-1450, and we're starting to get a few phone calls, but look at these firefighters. Look at them. Look sad, firefighters. Look sad. Your phones aren't ringing. Let's get these phones. Guys, come on, play it up. Do it. There it is. We got a phone ringing right now. 613-738-1450. Over to you, Jeff.
Thank you, Sandra. Just 26 seconds left, and we want you to dial that phone. Make it happen, 613-738-1450. Thank you again to Danby. Chris, I'm going to throw it back over to you.
You know what? We got just less than 15 seconds to hit that $10,000 Miracle Match mark. We can do that right now with 10 seconds left. Dial this number, 613-738-1450. 1450. Come on, 2 seconds, 1 second. Well played.
Boy, those are a lot of fun, and it's so much fun learning about how the different ways that people raise money for such a special place like CHEO. With me is Dana Robinson and the kids. At all the kids, maybe you can tell me their names because I've already forgotten.
So it's Catherine, Christina, and Mitchell.
Hey guys, hi, how are you? Hello, all right. And you guys are here because Dad does something called the longest day of coaching. Matt does what?
So he coaches from sunup to sundown. He's a golf pro, and he coaches at Rideau Golf Club, and all the funds raised go to CHEO.
You have to go to Rideau if you haven't already, and why not get some coaching from Matt, right? It's a good idea. He knows what he's talking about. And amazingly, it's an amazing number. From one day, it's a grind. Does he come home exhausted?
Oh, he's really tired. But we think it's really important to give back. Catherine's had 11 surgeries at CHEO, and Christina's had 1. Mitchell's used the services as well.
That's just, I know it's something where once you go and you see how special it is, you have to give back. And the whole family has done such a great job. Let's see this big check presentation, ladies and gentlemen. For one day of coaching at Rideau, $48,000 and yes, for $90. There you go. Thank you so much. Let's head over to Patricia.
Those donations continue to pour in, and the time is flying by. It's incredible how quickly the hour goes. We were on the air for 2 hours last night. Our first hour this afternoon is just about in the books, so we're going to give you sort of a midpoint count on the board to show us where we're at. In this hour, Maeve has created some great artwork, and she and her mom, Kira, have shared their lovely story, and maybe I'm going to get the two of them to come together and give us a little countdown to the tote board. We're going to show how much money everyone has donated already today. So we're going to do this. Countdown from 3. Are we ready?
Ready?
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. There we go. There's our new total. Almost $2.5 million, $2,491,721. Thank you so much to everyone who has called in or donated online. Knew this year those donations were being matched as people phoned in. We were so happy to have you here. We mentioned that the preschool, the CHEO preschool she goes to, it's actually in Canada, which is interesting that there are other options in the region, not always coming right down to CHEO.
Amazing.
One of the very cool things that Maeve has learned to do fairly recently, just back in February, is to walk. I saw her walking backstage. She looks awesome. She has braces on her legs, but this all happened a little bit quicker than they expected.
Yeah.
It's maybe a sign that the future is whatever she decides it's going to be with the help of CHEO.
Absolutely, absolutely.
How did you enjoy your first hour?
First
CHEO Telethon.
It was fantastic, and I think that Maeve and myself and our whole family we're just so happy that we can give back.
Okay, thank you for being here, and thank you so much to Anne Huot as well for being here and sharing your experiences at CHEO. Chris.
So yes, Chris and Sandra too, thank you so much for this. Chris, your first CHEO Telethon, am I right about that?
It was my first, gotta be honest, a little sweaty.
Yeah, I know.
A little stressful.
No, you're seventh.
know?
Believe me, like you get deep into it, you're still sweaty. It's a lot of fun and adrenaline.
You know, a lot of glistening, I think is makeup. Where's makeup?
Can I just
Hello.
say
Yes.
he's always sweaty, so I don't think so, Chris.
Thank you guys so
Are you
much
kidding?
for getting up every morning and entertaining people and for coming here and supporting such a great cause. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank
Let's
you.
head over to Kimothy.
Well, hi there. I'm new here. And I am joined by Kelly and Ella, who have been raising money for CHEO for 30 years. Probably not you, though, right? No. Can you tell us what you did to raise this money?
We were doing pies for CHEO. We were doing some raffle baskets and some family games.
Kelly, why is this important for you to raise money for the hospital?
There's a lot of kids that camp at the campground, and we just like to help out as best we can.
It's McGowan Lake, right?
McGowan Lake, yeah.
And the kids that are at the campground, I'm sure some of them have been to CHEO over the years. You've been doing it 30 years.
Yes, it's our 30-year anniversary this year, and over the 30 years, we've raised over $100,000 for CHEO.
100,000. Ella, do you want to show everybody what you raised this time?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us the number?
8,231.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Thanks, Ella.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Monthly giving is one of the easiest ways to be a hero for CHEO. Become a new monthly donor during this year's telethon and help CHEO kids each and every day. Payment is possible by credit card or direct debit from your bank account. Call now and be a hero for CHEO all year long. Thank you to the following for making the CHEO Telethon possible. One of the easiest ways to help the kids at CHEO is by donating online at cheotelethon.com. Thanks for making a difference.